Boom, ba-dum, boom, 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 boom, ba-dum, boom. Boy, what are you doing? Nothing, Carl. That's why we're going back to this weird setup, huh? This is basically how it looked back in the beginning of last year. So, I mean, a little later, because I don't think it did anything until like February or something. Anyway, this is going to be a weird video. Instead of doing this thing and having weird audio, as you know, I have moved everything in here. And today, we're going to watch this. Well, one of these movies. We got Cobra, Masters in the Universe, Over the Top, Bloodsport, and The Hitman, which is our video for tonight. Um, I don't know why they're called canon films. They might have cannons in them. I don't know. I've seen Cobra. It's a great movie. Masters of the Universe. It's fine. Um, I mean, as a He-Man movie, it sucks. Um, Over the Top. Honestly, I've never seen other than like the wrist scenes. And Bloodsport, I have seen once and not all the way through, and it was on an edited cable channel. So we're gonna watch the Hunt. I was gonna say the Huntsman. Actually, that's not bad. There's no way in the Huntsman. That's pretty good. Chuck Norris and the Hitman. It is Aaron Norris, Chuck Norris. I think Aaron is his son, and it's directed by Aaron Norris and done. I have no idea. I'm guessing. Oh, it's Canon Films. Okay, that makes a lot more sense. Um, does it say? Does it say? Editor's note. This movie's from 1991. So, yeah. I don't know. It's in here some damn where. Somewhere in the 80s, I'm assuming. I don't know. It's Chuck Norris, man. How awful can it get? If I did the thumbnail right, then that's what like you see on like the title screen. It's super awesome. So let's get into it. You won't watch it because of copyright crap, and boy, I've run into that too many times this year, last year, whatever. Um, but yeah, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to Avocast Studios. I'm your host, Jake. This is my collection. Yeah, that feels nice. That feels nice. All right, Carl, start this crap. So to start the movie off, we got a shipyard essentially, and a pretty good rocking soundtrack. It's got da doom da da doom da da doom da da doom da da doom. That's funky. I like that. Apparently the editor was probably like the producer's wife or something. Anyway, it's nighttime. There's a car out on the shipyards just as the music fades out, and it's pulling up under. I was my original thought was it was a bridge, but it's one of those like container things. You know, you played GTA 5, right? Where you had to move the crane thing around in the shipyard. It's one of those things. Or GTA 4, where you climbed up on it, like as soon as you got into the, I think it was as soon as you got into the, into New York City, like right after you drop off your cousin. Anyway, um, they turn off their lights. Chuck Norris, is he the hitman or is he, the guy catching the hitman? I have no idea. Um, so yeah, continue. I'm like 2 minutes into the damn movie. Turn on a different light for flavor. So apparently it looks like he's an ex-cop or is a current cop. The guy who pulled up is probably his partner. In like Chuck Norris with a glorious mustache, no beard. And a mullet, of course. He spooks his partner pulling up in the car. And he's like, Jesus Christ, you scared me. Yeah, he's like, a couple years ago, you would never let me done it. So I'm almost positive this new dude's gonna get shot. Why am I weirdly out of frame? Whatever. I'm sitting on my couch. Who the hell cares? Anyway, and he said a phrase I've never really heard of before. He's like, yeah, not about as funny as a dead baby. And I was like, yeah, yeah. That's not really that funny, is it? This movie's weird. Oh, it's going to get glorious though. If it's in a collection with like over the top and all that, I mean, come on. I've seen clips of it. I've seen the movie. Okay, I've seen the fucking movie. Girl. Okay, so the dialogue's pretty good. I'm so horny I could fuck mud. That's a good one. I don't know why I'm giving Carl's voice. He doesn't sound like that. Just go with it. Um, anyway, like they're about to get in the car and leave, and then Chuck notices something off in the distance because, of course, he does. You know, even though he doesn't have a beard on it, it bristles with energy, and it's like Spidey sense. So there's these dudes off to the side. Um, not inside of a warehouse, but outside of a warehouse, cutting open propane tanks that are filled with drugs. I mean, the logistics don't make any sense because, like, I guess they're like propane powered lawnmowers or something. I don't know. They're cutting open these propane tanks, and there are bags of, I'm assuming, cocaine and heroin or something in there, and they're made out of plastic. And if you've ever welded anything or cut anything with metal, it would get hot and all that, like the plastic would melt. So the logistics don't make sense, but the justice will. I guarantee that. And now we have a mysterious character from the shadows, shooting people with like a silenced Beretta or something. Um, and then Chuck's trying to find out what's going on still, but somebody's clearly on the take, or whatnot. Who could it be? Who could it be now? All right, the other dude who was shooting people from the darkness was his partner. I honestly, I mean, I kind of see it coming. I mean, is this going to be one of those ones where he's dead and then he comes back later on and he's like, no, but he died? I've seen that in a lot of movies. This kind of fits the theme. Um, yeah, I didn't see that. I'm like he was shooting and then you see him like unscrewing the silencer from his gun and putting in his pocket, and then finally firing his gun, probably to throw off Chuck. Chuck ain't gonna be thrown off, man. Oh, the fucking betrayal. I knew it. I fucking knew it. Oh, the guy was dirty, man. Chuck comes in, tries to help him out, puts two in his fucking chest, man. Chuck falls out a window and goes right on top of a station wagon. The window shattered. It was great. Um, and now they're wheeling him in to the hospital. Apparently, the guy was, I mean, obviously a dirty cop, but he the shipment they came across was too early. They weren't supposed to do it then, and then the fucker just killed everybody. That motherfucker was ruthless. Oh man, go watch this movie. Seems pretty good. And in walks the smoking man from X Files. I love it whenever I see him in a movie. He's great. Basically they kind of like did a hard to kill kind of thing. Well, except for not getting like immediately like waking up out of a coma. I don't know. It's 3 years later, and I think they've made him clinically dead or something. So 3 years jump ahead, and I think we're on a mission of revenge or justice. You just probably just go with justice. I mean, it's Chuck Norris. He doesn't do revenge. Well, he might do revenge stuff, but it's mainly for revenge for justice. You ever seen those Delta Force movies? They're wild. All right, moving on. Oh yeah, the beard is back. He's got this double barrel, like under over, kind of a sawed off whatnot. Uh, this guy, it's in Seattle. That's where we are. Chuck Norris is clearly the hitman. The mob boss has said, "Hey, when I'm not here, this guy's in charge when I'm not here." And like one guy clearly takes offense to that. Um, And then he just goes off on everybody in the room. He's like, I've been here this amount of years. I brought you money. I brought this. He's like, yeah, well, that dude over there has been with me 22 years. I don't give a fuck about that guy. Fuck him. And then Chuck Norris shot him. I like this movie so far. Yeah. Hell yeah. Oh, shit. You dumb fuck. You should have took the hookers. This movie's quotable, dude. Oh my god. Uh yeah, old school gangster shit. Yeah. There was a setup. Things went down and all parties involved that were the not protagonists. I don't know, or a bunch of bad guys protagonists. That's confusing. They get shot up, and now there's a carriage. I'm pretty sure somebody's going to get shot again. This movie has a lot of bullets. You ever seen The Gauntlet? Now that's got a lot of bullets at the end. Holy shit. Never mind, it went sideways. So there's like a set of brothers that are kind of like the underbosses or whatever. And one of them just stops to admire, you know, like the carriage that I mentioned, and the horse, and then this like van comes careening out of nowhere and just starts blasting, and everything goes fucking nuts. And the younger brother, I'm assuming younger brother, because well, anytime like one character has a heart to heart talk in this one, it's like, oh, they brought me out from, you know, where we were, and you know, that kind of thing, and like they've been with us a long time. You know that person's gonna die. It's like, oh, it's only 2 days away from retirement. Yeah, you're gonna get fucking shot in this movie. So the younger brother has keeled over, and it was kind of a like almost heart wrenching at that point where he's like, you know, telling his brothers like, I got a bellyache, and then he dies in his brother's arms. I have to admit, this is going to be an interesting one. So moving along, Chuck Norris helps out a kid, gives him a place to sleep, and then it cuts to the guy who, like the guy's brother who got shot. He's got the other guy who shot his brother, or one of them, um, tied up in a warehouse and is force feeding them um, pig guts, like raw pig guts, and then just beating the shit out of this dude. I mean, I get it. You shot his brother. Don't do that. And then, of course, another mysterious stranger shows up. Who is it? I have no idea. I have no idea. But I wanted to find out. Hell yeah. So the subplot continues with the kid. Um, the mom comes home the next day. Apparently, she has like 3 jobs, and only one of them is part time. The kid lost his key, so like he's like, all right, fine, just sleep on my couch. You can't stay in this hallway, kid. Then the mom shows up, obviously this morning. Has this weird thing about he makes model airplanes, and then he invites the kid to come over. He's like, hey, dude, like if you get locked out again, here's my key. Um, so I'm pretty sure somebody's gonna find out where he lives, kidnap the kid, and then he's gonna have to go get him back. Yeah, these movies kind of write themselves, but I don't give a shit.
Just this.
Yeah, okay, I really should have heard about this movie earlier. No, I'm still not done. I am officially 36 fucking minutes into this thing. I don't know, there's a lot to say about it, but so they go check. You know how these things work. When I have a thought, it's gonna come out. Anyway, they go to check on Chuck Norris, and the mob boss go to check on the guy who was supposed to be in the killing room, at the warehouse. Apparently, it was a slaughterhouse, and they don't find him. They find, well, who apparently was like an Arab or had an Islamic necklace or something. I don't know. It's probably to throw people off. Who cares? Um, so that, like the older brother, notice it was like, you know, held his other brother who like beat up the other dude. He was on like you know, like a cadaver tray, and he was split up and still alive. when they found him the next morning. And then the mob boss like had to shoot him. Like there was like Chuck was like, I'll put him out of his misery, but the guy was still alive. He was like, no, no, not you. You know, basically made his fucking friend kill him. Oh my god, this movie's underrated. And now there's a picture of a porpoise on the screen. I, I don't know. It's true. See, I don't know if it's a porpoise or a dolphin, but there it is. Maybe it found its porpoise in life. All right, I'm sorry. Okay, so they were at like an aquarium or whatever, and then that's where he met up with his old chief boss because they're like trying to get these two people to meet up, basically to take them all down, kind of thing. And he's like, "Damn it, you've been killing too many people." I'm like, "Those six, no, seven now, damn it!" And he's like, "Relax, man. It's been 2 years. Be all right. Calm down." Also, did you know that like dolphins used to like live on the land at one point or something like that? And the guy's just like, "No, fuck are you talking about? You pissed me off, goddammit." And then he walks away. Fucking idiot. Here's a good rule of thumb. Um, if you're on a drug deal and some Iranians show up, the ones who got their friend back, sliced another person open, but granted, you don't know that part. You just know some bunch of dudes showed up, shot your partner who you just made the deal with, and then said, "No, you're free to go. Drive safe. Don't start the car." He started the car. It went pretty good. And then the B story kicks back in, and you're wondering why the kid was sleeping outside. Um, well, I mean, because he lost his key, but how did he lose his key? He's being bullied by like some racist ass kids. Um, and then like the dad, apparently of the kids, is like standing in the middle of the street, and Chuck's in the car, just like looking at him, going, "Oh hell no." That's a look of disapproval, sir. And no, I'm not going to repeat what he said. I mean, it technically is offensive, but you know what I'm saying. I say a bunch of offensive shit, but I don't go there. I don't do that kind of shit because I just don't believe it. We're all friends here in the crayon box. Doesn't matter what we are. We're stuck in this plan together. Let's hang out. Let's have fun. Let's watch justice happen. So, uh, Chuck regales the kid because he's in there building a F-15 Eagle in his apartment. Um, him he tells the kid a story about like how he when he was a kid and he had to go to like this school out in Arizona, and there it was mostly on an Indian reservation, and how he got picked on, and there was this old man who like eventually got tired of like seeing him being chased and the kid chasing him and all this whatnot, and he's like, "Hey, running from your problems is it hurts more than like like facing them or whatever." And then he gets into like this like people don't people see things that are different from themselves, and weirdly they hate it, and I've never understood that, but that's essentially what it is. Just like racism is fucking stupid. um and now I think he's going to teach the kid how to kick that racist fucker right in the nuts, and I hope it hurts. And now we have the kicking ass montage where he's teaching the kid. That's awesome. I mean, you got to show a little improvement. To show it all would take too long. That's why you need a montage. Even Rocky had a montage. And apparently, Chuck is nailing the mob boss's girl, because of course he is. He's like, I Jep. She came over to the apartment, and the kid left or whatever. And then the one line I wanted to say was like, she comes over and she says, "Well, I've jeopardized my position with Marco, and all you do is treat me like every time I come over, all you do is treat me like shit." And he's like, "Well, stop bringing your ass over." And then she tries to slap him, and then cut to him like slowly going, like her head's here, he goes down. I mean, come on. We all know what he was doing, rug munching. All right, and it's the next day. The reason the woman came over was because he needed to go up to Vancouver. Oh, there we go. Uh, to talk with a rival mob boss or whatever up there, up north, and it went well. Basically, yeah, the guy just told him to go fuck himself, and then Chuck like Chuck like slammed this dude down, the head of security, you know, because it was. I mean, you don't tell Chuck what to do. Apparently, Jesus could probably tell him what to do. That's for sure. So Chuck had a nice little chit chat with the Iranians or whatever they were. Um, Definitely of a Middle Eastern descent. Um, it didn't go well, and he had to give them a little warning by beating the shit out of everyone. Goddamn one of them that was in there. I mean, yeah, if you had to like put this out in the movie today, and they'd be like, "Oh my god, it's race, it's." And, yeah, admittedly, it's a little insensitive, but that's kind of on purpose. There are different aspects of like all kinds of walks of life so far as I've seen in this movie, um, and that works to its advantage. It's not directly mean to anything, and he's kind of playing it up, but he's also killing a lot of people. Oh yeah, and the guy who like cut open the other guy who killed the other guy's brother or whatever. Oh yeah, he didn't make it. He showed up at the end. He didn't make it. You're not gonna make it. I don't know. Sometimes I can't remember like where the bar is for the sound cutoff when I say words. Well, sometimes when we touch, the honesty is just too much. The fuck am I talking about? It's 3 a.m. That's why. So we get to the French guy, or I guess French Canadian, something like that. Anyway, from Vancouver. Um, he has his wife and his kids show up, and then he goes, I guess, running off in the woods for some reason. And it's wintertime, and then he runs across a bunch of people that got all shot up, and then, well, guess who shows up? All the Iranian dudes that were left or extra. I don't know. My biggest guess is that the Iranian dudes are probably being run by the cop from the first part of the movie, because we haven't seen him like at all since, like at all. It's weird, um, but also understandable. There's a good I think a couple Jackie Chan movies that like basically have this plot. It's a good plot, because you don't quite know what's going on, but like there's always like, you see the object comes into play. It's one of those kind of things where it's just kind of like over and over. uh Honestly, I'm not done with this movie, but go watch this thing if you like action movies like this. It's good and pretty damn funny too. And we're back to B plot of the kid getting bullied or whatnot. Apparently, like the bully lives across the street, so whatever. Um, he's being chased by him, and Chuck's just standing there in the doorway, just giving him like the look or whatever. And the dad's across the street, just like, get him, kick that kid's ass or whatever, and like they start fighting. I've seen the dad in a few other things too. He's usually a bad guy. Um, Obviously, black kid wins. I think his name is Tony or Tommy or Timmy. I don't fucking know. Um, anyway, he wins, and Chuck, like Chuck's like, okay, shake hands or whatever, and then the dad comes around, like grabs the his kid, and just starts beating the shit out of his fucking kid across the street. Granted, these kids are like 10, like 12 maybe. Um, I mean, I feel bad for that kid, and Chuck just told the kid to go inside. So, yeah, justice. So obviously, the dad answers the door. He goes up there and knocks on it, that whatnot, and dad comes on like, "What the hell do you want?" Uh, Racial term, and Chuck doesn't even bother to open the screen door, just punches him right through the fucking screen door and breaks the dude's nose, and then just walks away. Hell yeah. Justice. Should title this Justice, Thy Name is Chuck. And now the girlfriend got. Pull it to a stoplight. Stoplight didn't go. Do a guy out the back. Right through the window. Spoilers. So mob dude had his own girl whacked. That's crazy. That's messed up. And then shows up at Chuck's house being like, "Hey, what you doing? Dames, am I right?" Chuck doesn't know yet. But yeah. The guy who was opening the door for him was the guy who was in the other car. Yeah. Full circles. Full circles. I knew it. I fucking knew it. The kid got kidnapped and the partner is showing back up. The kid's like duct taped to the chair, and so the old lady's dead or whatever. We saw like once interacting with Chuck, so whatever, who gives a shit. Um I don't know, they showed her like 4 times in the movie. I honestly could not remember who she was every time. But yeah, now like the old partner's back. Obviously figured out, you know, a few things. And I don't think it's gonna go well. It might go extremely well. Justice. So I was right again. The Iranians work for him, and he's also been working with the Italian guy. Maybe with the other guy, but I doubt it because that just seems a little too easy. Um, but yeah, he kind of smug about it. That's for sure. Say smug. So dude gave him like an ultimatum. The kid's tied up in the chair, got a sniper across the street and whatnot. And he's like, "You got 12 hours to get out of town." My hair looks fine. Shut up. Um, I don't think Chuck's gonna take that advice. I think he's gonna like take those 12 hours and shove it up his ex partner's ass. I mean, he kind of owes it to him. He shot him in the chest twice, dude. He died. He legally died. Now he's back for justice. I know. There's another movie called Out for Justice, and I really like that one too. But that's Steven Seagal. That's a completely different set of issues later on in life. That's for sure. Um, that movie's really good though. The first couple ones are fucking fantastic. Moving on. And yes, I paused it not too long after I just said this. I don't think he's going to give him 12 hours. He's got his finger literally on a trigger. The boom, boom, boom. Gonna get that boom, boom, boom. Gonna get that boom, boom, boom. Fuck you, copyright content. Love you. Bye. So now the kid might be dead, or at least have his face burned off. I don't know. And the police chief or whoever he is, in charge of the whole thing, knew the entire time. Why? Well, because the script said now was the time to show that. But anyway, they're like, we thought you would make it personal. Of course, he's gonna make it personal. I mean, how do you not make it personal? The man made it personal after not making it personal. Then he became impersonal. I like this movie though. Message. So back to the mob bosses. They have a meetup again at a shipyard. They must have had like a coupon or something. Um, and they decide to resolve their differences. and get rid of the Iranian menace, which the Italian guy's been working with the entire time, which is run by the ex cop who shot and technically killed Chuck. Um, and now like that dude's like boned off, like peeled off, and is trying to trap the French Canadian dude in. I don't know what's going to happen, but I'm pretty sure it ain't going to be justice. I'll stop on that. So the man in the back said everyone attacking and turned into a ballroom blitz or something. A lot of people got shot, and some people got crushed by a container ship. I didn't turn the camera. I turned the light. Shut up. Moving on. And it was a double cross. Duh. And then, of course, Chuck shows up, and needless to say, there were two left standing by the end of that firefight. Um, and then it went into the barrel knuckle brawl between old former friends and foes, that kind of thing. Uh, Broke his leg. It's pretty good. Not completely over yet. So how does it end? I don't know. With justice. Oh, this is how you end the movie. Yeah, that was fucking great. Uh, he leaves the kid like a bunch of money, essentially, and as the good guys, the cops are showing up. He's got his former partner tied to a chair, like duct tape to a chair or whatever. It's like some more like packing tape. Um, and he's got him swinging out of a window on like in a chair, like out of a window on his big hook or whatever. And they, well, yeah, obviously Chuck says some like cold shit, and then when the cops actually get up there and like, damn it. Sorry, I was just thinking about it. And then like, oh, it's finally time or whatever. He's like, yeah, it is. And I won't spoil it, but it has an explosive ending. A little bit of a spoiler there. And and then the chief police chief was like, "Damn it, we needed him alive. We wanted him alive." And Chuck just smiles at his boss and goes, "Ain't life a bitch?" And they just roll fucking credits. It's great. So we got Garrett slash Grogan, which I thought that was a weird name. I thought they were calling him Rogan the whole time, but I guess it's Grogan. I mean, they were saying Grogan, but like that doesn't register in my brain. That's Chuck, and the partner was Michael Parks, which I've seen him in a ton of things. Um, and then there's actors all throughout this. It's so good. It's really funny. I mean, parts of it are sure insensitive, but like it's meant to be. It doesn't take itself too seriously, and but it's got a lot of heart. Like it's an action movie with a message. Don't shoot your partner, or he'll blow you the fuck up. I guess that's the point. I don't. I have no idea. However, if you see this collection, this one right here, Chuck Norris, The Hitman, absolute great movie. If I had to give it a rating, oh man, entertainment wise alone, it was a solid 9. Entertainment alone, it was a solid 9. I mean, sure, it's done in the early '80s or probably late '80s, um, and some of it's not that great, but I'd like if you had to put in like a pantheon of like Lethal Weapon being like 9.5/10 or whatever, it's a solid 8. Like seriously, like even like those scales are stupid and they change all the time. But that's it. That was me. That was the first time I ever watched Hitman. I've never seen it before. Um, Not Hitman, The Hitman, Because let's face it, if Hitman had Chuck Norris in it, it would be a lot better. Actually, I enjoyed Agent 47 and the first one. I thought Timothy Olyphantastic was actually fantastic in it. So thank you. Thank you so much for watching. And welcome back to the couch. Huh? Boom, 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 boom. I'll probably be in the thumbnail for some reason. Uh, I'm Jake. This is my collection. I'm also Sir Stormchild. I will be getting back into finishing the Pokemon thing because I need to finish what I start. You know this. Um, I won't finish like everything. I've been trying to do the Pokemon things where like they're kind of edited. If you want to watch the older the full videos, I'll be putting them out on like the other channel. Again, I got a new phone and there's things with it and it's acting weird. Um, but thank you so much for watching, and do the like, comment, subscribe, all that crap. You know that's what we're all here for. And to get a review on a movie from like 1980 fucking four. This movie's fun. Go watch it. It is bloody. It is violent. It is awesome. Justice. Thy name is Chuck. Stay safe, guys. Later. Boom, 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 boom. You done now? Yes, I'm done, Carl. All right, that was a good movie. I told you.